Welcome to Nostalgia on the Rocks. I'm your boy Excel.
This your girl Vicky Secrets.
And we back at the lab for the final episode 13, right? Nice. That's a
13.
Nice number.
Yeah, because last time we saw 13.
It's a divine number too.
It is.
Yes. So to end on this note is just, it's meant. It's meant.
It is. It's meant to be, and it's a vindicating episode because it goes to show how far you've come, and we want to just give you your flowers because we've been paying attention from the moment we started working with you. So I'm gonna run through a couple of highlights of what we did. We did our homework, we did our research.
So pretty much, Excel is going to bring you in, like how they do the games when they give you your, you know what I'm saying.
And now. the leading scorer in R&B music. In the 757 and beyond, all over the East Coast, understand who we have in the building right now. She is royalty in this state. She's seen things a lot of artists only dream about. She's experienced that. She's an icon amongst all of us when it comes to her art. You gotta respect her for these accolades. She's done records that actually hit Billboard charts. They hit charts. She had hit songs. One of them was DJ Play My Song.
Classic.
Don't Hurt Me Again remix, which everybody knows the remix.
Yeah. Yes.
Them joints was super fire. To this day, you drop it in the club anywhere.
Yeah.
It still goes.
Niggas know the drill.
Right.
Niggas know the drill. And then we have you opening up for the likes of Trey Songz, Chris Brown.
Yes.
J. Cole.
Legends.
Music Soul Child.
Yes.
Come on, man. Monica, most recently you opened up for Monica and you killed it. Everybody's seen that.
Yeah.
We know the truth.
Made me cry.
We have B. Michelle here, ladies and gentlemen. B. Michelle.
In the building.
Wait
a minute. You know what? And I think we forgot one or two things that I got to make sure I mention, because we all like BT's 106 and Park was a part of all of our, childhood growing up. Like,
this is for all y'all Similac breath ass artists out there that don't even know what 106 and Park is.
Like, that was
before YouTube, before TikTok, we had a real show that represented quality artists.
Yes. Guess what?
At the highest level.
And who was there?
B. Michelle.
B. Michelle.
And for that, because you had such a great run, right?
Yes.
And this is your victory lap. This is a way to close out 2022. So we decided to bring you.
Yeah, we were bringing some,
championship bottle.
There you go.
Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, so we gonna pop the champagne.
Pop a bottle. This is your victory lap.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you crack that open and you celebrate your success, mama. We're so proud of you.
Yeah, of course. It's yours. You do whatever you want.
Say less.
Yeah, we thought it'd be fitting that we started off this year with B. Michelle.
Right.
So we are gonna end with B. Michelle.
Yes.
You
helped us kickstart the whole Nostalgia on the Rocks brand.
Right.
And for that, we'll forever be grateful.
Absolutely.
And indebted to you.
Yeah, because it was an amazing show, and you set the bar
very high. Yes, you did. Yes,
very high.
And please be careful, because I think I was shaking it when I was driving.
So you know what? So sit right here for now.
Yeah, just
let it calm down.
Yeah.
Let it relax.
Let it calm down. But we listen to that, man.
But
so before we get into this interview, we have to first shout out our sponsor, Trust Me Vodka.
Indeed.
Is here. Compliments of, the one and only Nori.
Hey.
Big boss.
So of course, before we cannot start the interview without pouring it up.
You gotta pour it up. This is
I'm a tequila girl, but tonight I'm on that vodka.
Yes, trust me.
This is it. This is it. And it's just a way of us celebrating you once again. You've done so many great things. We've been watching you, paying attention to your growth as an artist ever since we built our relationship. And the way you operate deserve, you need a drink now, because you've been going all in. It's only right we give you a drink. We serve you a little Trust Me, and what we gonna chase it with?
Y'all know how to make a girl feel good.
Straight. Shout out to Allison.
Make sure y'all
support that Trust Me vodka. It's gonna be at your local liquor store.
Pineapple. Okay, let's do pineapple.
Nori, do we currently have Trust Me on the East Coast? It'll be there soon. We working on that. That we got a lot of homework.
We get that exclusive. Do y'all
West
see that?
Coast and Midwest.
So when y'all hear Trust Me, just remember that it was here first.
You can order it online.
You can order online. You
can order online.
Okay, perfect.
TrustMeVodka.com, and you'll get one delivered straight to the crib.
Yeah.
No, we need a spicy though. We need her to be spicy today.
I'm good. I'm already ready.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And shout out to Finesse too, cause she got our little sting looking real. Debonair. I feel like we was a little. We was a little ghetto last time.
You see the vibes.
We only had the bottles, but Finesse came in to make sure that we had a layout.
Make sure you book her. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Your price is up now, mama. Let's go. Right. And salute. Cheers.
To be Michelle.
Thank you guys.
For you, mama. Let's go. Now we going to work.
Okay, B. So we kind of ran down your beginnings and how you came out with a bang. You've had hit singles. You've done a lot of things that a lot of artists have yet to do, aspire to do. You were definitely on the forefront as far as, R&B singers. Actually, I think when you were going, we didn't really have anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of, everybody wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
So it was like a million rappers, and then here comes B. Michelle. Yeah. So how was that experience for you at that time? When it was just a whole bunch of rap going on, and then you become the R&B it girl.
It was beautiful because at that time, and I'm going to always shout out 91.1, the Talk of the Town morning show.
Right.
Because during that time, they supported so many local artists.
And still do.
They do.
And still do.
But that morning show, when I say it, literally, if you were a local artist on the rise that had good music, they were gonna play it.
So was this with DJ Green and
Showtime
and Rich Girl? Okay, yeah.
Shout out to them.
So they played it so much, and when you speak of there was a lot of rappers at the time, and I was an R&B female coming in the game. I remember rappers embracing me so much so they had a VA music song, and I think it was Thad Williams.
Shout out to Thad.
Yeah. Thad Williams, Doubt Gotcha, M. Watts, and Ambassador Rick. And I was up there.
Wow.
And they had me up there too. So I was the only female.
And those are all VA
on
legends.
An all-male song.
Right.
So it was during that time, it was so much love. If there was an artist that had good music, people supported it. And I even got love at 103. DJ B started playing it. They started playing it there. I don't know.
They were undeniable hits though.
Yeah.
Right.
You really
a DJ
could.
song is right.
Then
I had DJs coming to me can you make a drop and make a special song for me? So it became a thing that I would have the song, but I would put the DJs' names in it.
Right.
And it just took off.
Awesome. So everybody embraced you.
They did.
And it was it was a great journey. Okay, so let's get to, you were pretty much at your peak. I remember it was a whole bunch of noise, B. Michelle's gonna get signed. She's out of here. And then things kind of went quiet. So I was trying to find any interviews that you talked about what happened, and I couldn't find any. So now you have to give us the tea on what really happened.
It was pretty much I was getting so close to things, things were happening. I get so close and it didn't happen. I get so close and it didn't happen. Even Shakir Stewart, I think he was with Def Jam at the time. And ironically, I think it was, I think Cortez was on the radio.
Okay.
On 91, I think, and was speaking. He was and Shakir asked me about B. Michelle, who was somebody, and my name came up, and they spoke about it, and then literally a week or two later, he killed himself.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was interested in
I didn't realize it was that close.
He was interested in it because when I heard about the interview, I was word, what? He was talking about me,
you. Right?
And then I hear executive. I'm no, it's not him. It can't be him. And it was him. I'm bruh. So it was so many situations where it was so close. And then it was nope.
It's funny you mentioned his name though, because at the time, around the same time you came out, The Dream came out. So Shakir was looking for artists to work with The Dream during that period of time. Mm-hmm. So I'm not surprised that you was called for that. Mm-hmm. So at some point or some level, he was going to put you in a position, or at least in the same space where The Dream was at. But,
and I heard, and I remember hearing the interview, and then I'm okay. So I'm expecting to hear something, and then literally a week or two, no more than that, I hear about an executive.
I didn't realize it was that close.
Dying, literally. And I said, don't tell me it's him. And it was him. I'm so it just.
So how did that where did that put you at that time? Like, just to have a feeling like, yo, it's about to happen, and then it gets snatched away from you. Like, how did that? What space did that put you in? That's really what I want to know. Like, mentally,
it wasn't like a horrible place, because I'm always driven to get to where I want to go, but it can be like a kind of a shot to you, like, dang, like there's been so many opportunities even before I became a solo artist and I was in a group, like when we was doing 106 in Park, like we were in Jay-Z's office with L.A. Reid. We performed for them. I've met them. Like, we was in Sylvia Rhodes' office. Like, I've been in front of these people. And at that time, we were supposed to sign with Chris Brown. Like, Chris Brown it was with his first album, and he was like going crazy, and we were supposed to sign with him. I mean, management is the reason why it didn't happen, but like being close to situations that are not happening, it's been far beyond just my solo career. Right. So it's like, you don't want to give up, but after a while, it's like, bro, like, what is going on?
So do you feel like his death was your turning point, or did you continue?
No, I think I had got to a point where we were making music and it started to not become fun. It wasn't pleasant. It was like, we got to make a song like this. We got to do something like that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's not fun. It became more of a job than it being like something that I love to do. And so I'm like, this is not fun. So when I'm recording, I'm just recording. It's not me enjoying what I do. So I said I stepped away, because at the time, like, you know, my husband is a songwriter, so I met him doing music. So we're like, we can keep going for this, but we know we wanted a family. So I'm like, I don't want to let years go by, and I've been chasing this dream that I'm not guaranteed for it to happen. And what I ultimately want, I'm not doing that. Like, I wanted children, and I have a child that's musically a prodigy, you know, so
we're going to get to that too. Yeah, we're going to get to that.
So it was time I needed to back away, to just kind of focus on my family life and get my mental together. Like, what do I really want to do? Is this what I really want to do? Like, I still battle with that to this day, because stuff is different now. Like, you can either be made in a day, or nothing happens and you go, or
made in a day and then go on tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's that quick. It's that simple.
The industry is different. Like, I don't really care too much for the industry stuff. I'm a grown woman with a family. Like, all that other stuff, I don't need it. I just want to be able to share my gift that God gave me. And I know he gave it to me for a reason. Now, what aspect I'm supposed to do it, I'm still figuring that out. But what I'm going to do is just, like I said, I'm just going to do what's meant for me is going to be for me. I'm going to still push, but I don't want to succumb to the standard, oh, you have to do this. Because that's when I don't want to do it. When you tell me what I have to do. Okay. Let me just do me.
So with you saying that, you seem like you have a very strong personality. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. There were rumors going around that, oh, B. Michelle is difficult to work with. B. Michelle is this, B. Michelle is that. And I'm like, then I didn't know you know what I mean? So you just listen to what people say, and then working with you, I'm like, there's no way that could be true. Do you want to clear that up? Have you ever heard that rumor
difficult
before?
For me? No, because I'm always down for what makes sense. Like, during that time when I had my single, like a solo artist run, I was doing everything. It wasn't a time that you asked me to do something and I didn't do it. Like, I was boots on the ground. I was at shows. I was doing shows. I was at clubs. I was meeting DJs. I was doing it all. And if it makes sense, I'm going to do it. But at that time, nothing did not make sense. I was an artist.
Right. People can take that as you being, bitchy, because, you know, that's what they say to us. When we're assertive and we know what we want, then, oh, she's being a bitch about it because you're not being, I guess, nice, or, oh, okay, I don't want to do it. But I get what you're saying.
But I'm still not a person like, I have to have this, you need to have that. I'm still not like.
Right, you're not a diva.
I'll do my own, I'll get my own shit. Right. I will have my own shit.
And I can attest to that. Because B, literally, like, we told you what we're going to bring to the table, and you didn't ask us for shit.
That's true.
You did everything else on your own. Like, your performance, your, you know what I'm saying, your dancers, your wardrobe, like, you asked us for nothing except for what we was like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we got going on. So I definitely can attest to that.
I've always been like, I'm not a difficult person. Right. I don't attest to that. I'm not that type of person.
Right.
Like, I can give my opinion, but I've never been. I'm a person that will talk to anybody because I have the thought process of you never know who you meet. You never know who you talk to. That's why I've had like even when people like say stuff like, "Oh, B. Michelle," it kind of like throws me back. Like for real, like y'all people really know because I feel like I carry a certain standard that I didn't carry myself like I was too Hollywood. Couldn't nobody talk to me. Couldn't nobody do. I've done songs with a lot of people out here. Even Ron TV on 91.1 did a song with him. He played it, and I didn't remember the song. Right. I did a lot of things with people out here. I was never too big or too Hollywood to do it, and I'll still do it now. Like, that's just who my core has never changed. Right. So I don't know what people's perception would have been, but that's not who I am.
It can just be any little thing. Like I think people would take something and just run with it. I don't think it has to be, you know what I mean? Like truth. Or guess what? People have bad days. Like what if you just, it wasn't your day. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like people do that shit all the time, which I feel like is just like super unfair. But I wanted you to clear that up.
You know, rumors float around faster than compliments. You know what I'm saying? Like a compliment, people whisper a compliment, but a rumor, everybody's going to hear it in the room.
And they're going to keep it going.
And they're going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So, but you definitely, when we work with you personally, I witnessed your professionalism, your high level of professionalism. And it was a very pleasant experience because I've been working with artists for over 15 years, and it's almost like babysitting. You know what I'm saying? So when we work with you and we didn't have to do none of that, now the standard is like, yo,
now we expect it.
We're not trying to hear you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, you really, like, you made it very difficult for us to have to make people go up to that standard because it's just like, hey, if she can do this with a husband, 2 kids, you know what I'm saying, run an everyday life, businesses, all of this, still get the work done, still get up in. I will call her sometimes. I'll be like 5 something. She'll be in the gym. She'll be working out. She'll be running. Like she knows what it takes to make it. And so anybody else that comes with excuses, exes is like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're not trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. So
we call that the B. Michelle effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have a term for that. We have a label for that.
But to
energy.
me, some people, that's been experienced. That's just been my journey. You know, that I can't say that maybe I would have had all this back then, but throughout the process, I'm grown. Like, and I know what I want. Like when I present myself, especially presenting myself back after so long, like I can't step out any kind of way.
Right.
I just can't. I won't, or I just won't step out.
Right.
Like, no.
So at the time, so do you feel like it was your decision to pretty much step back, or did any part play in it with the support of the city or your team? Did any of that factor into you moving forward, or was it just completely your decision just to say, hey, I'm just not going to do this anymore?
What, to step away?
Yeah, to step away. Mm-hmm.
It was solely me.
Right.
It was solely because I've always had great support.
Okay. Like
people out here really, and it's up until now that I really realized like people really fuck with me, and it's kind of like
we know they showed up.
Do
you know how rare that is? Like I was so impressed. I said, "Damn, she took this long hiatus, and do you know how hard it is to get people to come back and support you after you've been gone for that long? Like literally, you haven't put any music out. Like, you know what I mean? It's so hard. And I'm going to tell the story again because that is how I found B. You know what I mean? It's like she put out, I was thinking about her anyway. I was like, damn, what happened to her? I was like, I know she was naming, couldn't find her Instagram. And I just so happened to be scrolling. And she just so happened to post a video of her doing the national anthem. What was it for? MEAC weekend, right? She was. Were you just like you were just playing around with it, or what were you doing?
Yeah, I was announcing.
Yeah, you was okay. Yeah, that she was announcing. So I'm like, oh shit, there she goes, right
popped
there.
up in your Explorer page.
I promise you,
Shout
it
out
did.
to the National Security Service for listening to our conversations.
It was so like I promise you, it was so crazy because I was literally in Puerto Rico on my birthday weekend, and I was telling X like, yo, we have to find a headliner by the time I get back. I'm sitting here like stressed out. My husband like, you're on vacation. I'm like, nah, I have to find somebody. And I scroll And divine intervention, because there she was. And I immediately texted her like, we need you to do that. And she was like, oh, I'm down. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. It was so easy. She
advocated for you like hard. Like Vicky she really believed in everything that you've done up until that point. Because when she explained to me, I found somebody. And we were very particular about who we was going to have on that stage because, we're building a brand with Nostalgia on the Rocks. We want to make sure that it complements everything, like the vibe, the scene, the frequencies, and everything that revolves around being in a space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she mentioned you, and I was like, be Michelle. And she was like, she sung this song. And back in 2008, I was stationed here in Norfolk. Mm-hmm. So I heard a joint. Mm-hmm. We was at Blakely's wilding with your joint. You know what I'm saying? So niggas know what it is. Yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in Blakely's say, like, boom, boom, grab a little shorty, the joint just dropped. So boom, that kind of thing. So I was like, oh, snap, word. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was very excited just to see you back in it. Because she explained to me, like, she's been out the scene for a little bit. So this would be perfect. This would make sense. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a match made in heaven.
And what made me really like kickstart it was just singing around the house, and I just posted a video, and I got mad views.
Yeah, she did.
And mad people like commenting, and I'm like, well, damn. Like, niggas is really on it. So
and that was another factor. Word. I was like, Eggs, like, go look at the video. Yep. Like, she got mad. Like, you look at her other page. She hasn't posted any videos. The fact that she posted that singing video and then you got so much love, that's an indicator that, we got something to work with. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, thank God it just worked out so great.
But God, though. Yeah. Even doing the national anthem for me Rob had called me and was like, they looking for people doing the national anthem. And ironically, that same day earlier before he called me, I was looking at a video where I did a national anthem another time. So when he said it to me and I pulled up my videos, that's the first thing that came up. So I was like, well, I'm just go ahead and submit it. So then like a week went by and I didn't hear anything. And I'm like, well, I don't think they picked me. I haven't heard anything. And like the very night they called and was like, hey, we want you to do it. I'm like, bruh, what you mean? Like, huh?
Right.
I had counted it out like I hadn't heard anything. Maybe they didn't. And then I went and I just did what I do.
You represented. You represented for the city, and it was beautiful.
So it just kind of like just kept. I'm like, nah, this is something here, and that's my love. That's my true like core. So my son's calling me. So I was like, nah, let me just keep going and seeing where it goes.
Right.
So speaking of your son, obviously you're a wonderful mom. You are a dedicated wife. Yeah. You have a family. So how do you balance that and your professional career and your business? Like, how do you manage to put that together and make it work for you? Because there's a lot of people out there wishing they could have that sense of balance. You know what I'm saying?
Support. Like, I have a great support system. Even before the Nostalgia on the Rock show, I lost both my in-laws. Literally like a month, like less than a month before that show.
Yeah, she did.
So before that, I was going back and forth to the hospital. Like both my in-laws was in ICU at the same time. Wow. And we have a business, so like we didn't have good employees. So my husband was working, so I had like whether he was working or not, I was going to be there. They're my family. Right. So I'm literally back and forth to the hospital. May 12th, so my father-in-law passed, and May 19th, so my mother-in-law passed. Wow. But honestly, I thank y'all because the hustle and bustle of getting ready for the show didn't allow me to sit in like my grief. Like it gave me the push to keep going. And honestly, I've still been going. I haven't really had much time to settle down, but I don't think I need to. Because if I settle down too much, it becomes too much. Right. Like my mother-in-law's birthday was just on the 1st. Wow. And it's just like, it's one of those things like I literally can't sit in it too long. Right. Because the reality is still hard to grasp. Like when it came to my kids, whenever we did anything, had anything going on, they had them. There's no question. So now like my security with my kids is gone because they love their grandkids. Like we send them for a weekend, they gone. They're gone. They would come over, nothing. Like we had nothing to worry about. And not that I still don't have a great support system now, but it's different. Like I have to like maneuver a little bit different. Like I have great parents who are there. Support. I have a sister, a brother, their godparents, friends. Like I have a good support system, but I'm still maneuvering it. So it's a new element for me, but support is everything. So I have a great support system. My husband is supportive, and we figured out. And then my kids love what I do. And then my son is in music, so it's kind of like it just works. It works.
Right. So now that, you're out, like we said earlier, you opened up for Monica. You've been doing stuff like nonstop since the show. So what space are you in right now? Are we like, yo, we're going to go full fledged with this? Are you still trying to figure it out? Like, where are you at with it right now?
I'm still cultivating it because as of recently, I've never really been like the major songwriter. I've given like thoughts and stuff like that. Like, I think we should say this, put that there. But I've started tapping into like really my own words, writing my own words.
Yes.
And so it's been like so exciting for me because I can write poems and I can do melodies. It's always been trying to put that together with music. That's been the hard process. But I met a new producer, shout out to Steve S-Type, that he has this amazing song that when I heard it, I'm like, it feels like, it's about grief and life. And then losing my in-laws, I started writing it, and it's going to be the most phenomenal, like not heartbreak. It can be for heartbreak and it can be for loss. But I started writing it, and it's been very therapeutic for me to be able to first step into a different realm that I'm not that familiar with.
Yeah.
But then to be able to use my grief and use what I'm feeling to put it out there that somebody else can relate to.
Right.
I'm so excited about that. So I'm taking my time because I don't want to put something out there just to do it. I want it to mean something. I really feel like, and somebody prophesied for us maybe like 7 years ago before I even had my son. And we weren't even doing music. And they were like, y'all are going to do something and you're going to touch people all over the world with your music. And we looking like, what do you mean? We're not even doing music right now. But fast forward, we end up having a child that's inclined with music. And then now I'm like, no, I'm not meant to do what everybody does. I'm not meant to just make a record because it ain't me. First off, I'm not there.
Right.
And second, I don't think that's meant for me. Right. I think it's meant for me to do something that means something. Right. Like real love, like good music, feel good music. I'm going to always be an ambassador of feel good music because there's still people who love music like that.
Yes.
You got people who are on tour who made songs 20, 30 years ago and they're still touring and selling them out. Why? Because there's still a demographic that wants music like that. And people our age, there's music that we like to dance to. It's mainly like the production that keeps us moving. But there's still people who want music that feels good, lyrics that sound good, that talks about love.
Yes.
People still love each other.
That's a fact.
Right.
There's still couples like not everybody's
Absolutely.
toxic. Not everybody got somebody like not everybody's doing that. And no shade to people who are doing that. Like, do you.
Or don't.
Right.
Or don't.
But there's people who don't. There's some people who just want to be free, who want to be happy, who want to have great energy. Like I think we're lacking.
Who want real love,
happy, like
and don't want to be in a toxic relationship.
Right. But that's
why we hit with fuck that nigga. He ain't shit. But no, he is.
Yes.
He is.
Right.
Like she a good person too. What about those people?
Yeah.
No, you're right. There's not a lot of people out there. Like everybody's not toxic, so that's absolutely true.
I don't like, and there's no shade to the music that's out right now. I'll listen to stuff here and there, but I don't listen to music that's out.
Me neither, girl.
I just don't. I have playlists that's like 2000s.
I love Summer Walker. I think she's so talented, but when I put her shit in, I don't want to be depressed.
But also, there's so many people that sound the same. Right. That's another thing. Everybody sounds the same. I try to listen, and I give other artists a chance. So I'll listen to it. I'm like, damn, they sound like her. Yep. She sound like him. I'm like, where's
the originality?
There's none.
It's not. And the people are doing what sells, and I don't knock you for that.
Right.
That's just not my lane.
Right.
I don't want to sound like it's easy to do that. That's easy
to mimic. It is very easy to mimic.
But that's what people fail to realize. When you're part of the industry, you become a product. So they'll develop you as a product and they'll put you out there based on what the masses demand. You know what I'm saying? So if the masses are demanding that, then that's what you're going to become. But see, you have a very unique space that you're working on operating in because you literally represent the value of people that don't believe in that kind of product. Right. And there is a lot of us out there.
I was about to say,
You know
and
what I'm
that
saying?
actually, that lane is bigger
It's wide
than you
open.
think.
It's wide open.
Just because you see it on social media or you see it on, does not mean that is the majority.
Right.
That's so
Much
not
bigger.
true. I tell people all the time, like the popular pretty people that y'all idolize are such a small group of people compared to the regular everyday person. We have to understand that just because you see it on social media fast, that is for sales, it's for gimmicks, it's for publicity, it's for all of those things to make you think and feel that this is the way everybody's thinking. No, they're not. They're not. So I commend you in holding your ground and sticking to what you know. And I told you, like, listen, B, you have the ability to make music that is true to you. Unlike most people, you can actually fucking sing. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that can't really sing. Like, you guys are doing the little rap singing thing or auto-tuning and doing whatever. I mean, and like you said, teach its own.
Right.
But for me, I really just love real music and real singers and people that are actually, writing and doing things that are true to them.
I'm gonna tell you something, just to piggyback off of that. The fact, look at Afrobeat music. They speak from the soul.
Right.
Afrobeat is now what R&B soul used to be, with a different rhythm.
Yep.
That's all it is. Because the lyrics, when you listen to Afrobeat
Thames
lyrics,
is a perfect example of that.
It's R&B. It's R&B lyrics on Afrobeats.
Yep.
But they literally saying what we used to sing about back. Well, I never saw it. You ain't gonna take away for that. But what you guys used to sing about, right? So, and that's why people are falling in love with Afrobeat, and it became an international, global phenomenon.
And you don't even know it. People don't realize it. Like, it's literally R&B.
It is
on a different type.
They
of
playing it on R&B stations. WBLS in New York. Everyone knows WBLS is an R&B station in New York. I'm listening to Thames, Wizkid, Burna Boy, these guys, and I'm like, hold up, this is WBLS. This is not Bob Marley 103 Jams. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is WBLS. Like,
Sundays.
You know what I mean? Like, this is not reggae Sunday. This is a regular night, Quiet Storm, Lenny Green, dropping Thames, and I'm like, whoa, that's dope.
See, for me, I'm like, you got people who want to make music for the clubs. Where I'm at, I want to make motion picture records.
Yeah.
Like, this
Beautiful.
one that I'm writing now, like, I hear it on a soundtrack of a major motion picture.
Right.
Like, that's going to
and
go
y'all don't
beyond.
know, that's where the real money at. that's where the real money at.
Yes, like,
you know what I'm saying? Motion
it's
pictures
beyond this fad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, music can heal. Literally, can heal broken hearts.
Yes.
Can heal, people's mental. It really can. It's like, so you got to be careful what you're saying and what you're putting out there, because it is an influence.
Sure.
It goes straight to people. Like, and I think now more than ever, you really have to be careful what you're putting out. And I always say, like, when I was in middle school, I used to love some Eminem. I mean, Eminem used to talk about the craziest shit, but it never made me want to do what the fuck he said.
Right.
I just liked the music. I used to sing it, whatever.
Right.
Now, kids are literally wanting to mimic and imitate what they hear.
Right. That's true.
And we wonder why stuff is the way that it is. No shade to the people that do what they do. Do your thing. It's just not my thing. And I feel like for me and why God gave me the gift that he gave me, why I went through everything that I went through, is certain things I had to learn. I had to mature. I had to see things differently to be able to use my gift in a better way.
Right.
It's a better way.
And you know what? Overseas, and we were talking about this earlier. Overseas, someone like you will clean up any.
Yes.
Listen, you will make a bag times 10.
Look,
over
United States ain't the only place to do
what's
music.
happening over there?
It ain't the only place.
You go over there, and the fact that you coming from
They love
America,
the culture.
they love
period.
everything about us overseas,
Yes.
and that's anywhere overseas. You can't miss. It's like, I'm serious. I've been out there a few times. We started making moves out there. We connecting with these people. So listen, you need to start going overseas, because I think in America there's this hamster wheel. And a lot of artists are running this hamster wheel, and because of likes, comments, and streams, they think they accomplishing something, but they not. They still in this hamster wheel. But when you start traveling over there and you really see what people are willing to put on the table for you, and the value that they giving you, look, Red Cafe, for example, is a rapper. This nigga went to Dubai one time. They booked him. Nigga never came back. They treated that nigga
Literally.
like he was Jay-Z out there. You know what I'm saying? They treated him like he was Jay-Z. So he said, fuck this States.
Listen, me and XO actually had a conversation where they were talking about booking, and they were asking, I guess, his opinion on booking an artist to bring out there. They were willing to pay Corrupt, no disrespect, Corrupt, like 10 times what he's worth in America.
And
like,
no one is booking Corrupt.
I'm just saying, think about it.
States, I'm gonna give it real.
I'm just saying, like, he's a, legend, icon, or whatever, you know what I mean? No disrespect to the craft, but at the same time, like, nobody here would be booking you for $20,000. Period.
It's not gonna happen here.
That goes to show you that over there, they look at the culture in a different way. Right. They respect the actual music. Right. It has nothing to do with popularity, BBLs, auto-tunes. Like, they want to hear, you know what I mean? They respect the
exactly
art
what
of
you
it.
said. It's they want their souls to be touched
right,
with the art.
People want to feel good,
and it's over there, and that's what music is. It's becoming a global platform now.
Right.
So we can't just focus on a local, regional, or national space. We got to start looking from a global perspective.
Where we going?
Right. So listen,
we outside. We
outside. We're gonna talk about that.
We're real out there.
We're gonna talk about that. Listen, as soon as this podcast is over, we're gonna get on the phone. But
we're gonna get on that.
Okay, so what is next for B. Michelle?
Any and everything. Like it's open. You know what I'm saying? I don't like. I know I have another single that I plan on dropping first of the year. Okay. Produced by Knots. Shout out to Knots. I'm Ready for Love. It's one of my favorite songs. Like it's like it has like the kind of like hip hop beat, but it's talk about I'm ready for love. Like because while we want to be fuck nigga free, y'all still ready for y'all want love.
You want love.
Like you want it.
You want a man.
You want it.
Like you want it.
Fuck them, but like at the end of the night, you want a nigga beside you.
Right.
So I'm dropping that. I already got the treatment for it and everything. So it's just getting that together. And I'm going to see where it goes. And I'm just going to keep working on my foundation of my music, what I want it to be. Like, this is the first time that I have created control over what I want to do and what I want to say. Like, I have another song I started writing a hook, and it's called Picture Perfect. Like, pretty much like what you see, like, a picture is not always perfect. It's not always perfect when you see a picture. Like how you see on Instagram, like you see a picture, it's just a picture, but it's not perfect. You think about what goes into make that picture perfect, or like a family picture, like just because you see it doesn't mean it is what you see.
That's true.
Like that's like it's warped reality.
Right.
Pretty much. So like I'm really just
B. Michelle cooking that real shit for y'all.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
Y'all need to be
real,
ready.
like,
and we all for it.
and
man.
I'm
We need
when I
that.
say like I'm so excited because like not my husband, right? He's an amazing songwriter. One of the best, if you ask me, and I'm not saying it because he's my husband. Like I've literally watched him write any and everything, any genre, in literally 30 minutes. But it's gonna be so personal to me because it's my words, it's my thoughts. Right. So when I sing it, it's gonna be me, like all me. So I'm excited. Like even. I can speak from a women's standpoint. I can speak I'm on a song for my kids, from a mother standpoint, from a married woman standpoint, from like just want to be me, like fuck the husband, fuck the kids, like who am I? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm excited because there's so many people, like so many women who experience that. Like
absolutely.
I don't want to speak. I just want to speak for me, and who it's for, it will be for. Who it's not, it won't, and I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
I'm okay. I'm not trying. I don't need a deal.
Beautiful.
I don't need it.
Awesome.
And look, we here for you. We want all the smoke with you. So let us know. We rocking. Next year.
But I say I'm working on my EP, but I'm taking my time with it. At first I was trying to hurry up. You already know, I'm like, we got these songs. I was trying to hurry up, put something out. But I'm like, it's no rush.
Right.
It's no rush because when I put it out, it's gonna be like, damn. This is a crazy body of work, and you can tell some time went into it.
That's what I told her that. I was like, B, like the songs are good, but when you come back out and step out, it needs to be greatness, and you're so capable of that.
And I refuse to do anything less than that. Right. So it's not gonna. I can't give you a time that's gonna be done, but I will say that it's time is gonna be put into it. Work, effort, all of that is going to be put into it.
And you a total package because as a live performer, you also was when you did our show.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away. I'm like, yo, I will pay to go see you perform. And
I'll be having fun. That's like, it's like riding a bike. It's like, nigga, what? Give me the mic. Let's go.
You know,
Stage the mic.
you are
Let's go.
an entertainer. You definitely an entertainer. So I'll give you that credit.
I
for
love
sure.
performing.
Yeah,
I love to entertain.
It's obvious when you up there. We seen it for sure.
Right.
For sure.
So our last question before we end this interview is legacy. What does that mean to you, B. Michelle?
As an artist?
As an artist. We can do it as an artist and I guess as an individual as well.
As an artist, for me, I want to leave a stamp of realness, of just like music that feels good, that she did what she wanted, how she wanted. It touched the people it was supposed to touch, and it made an impact. Like, I really want to make an impact through my music. You know, like I said, like music can heal. It can really change somebody's day. So I want to make music that touches people, that is really a feeling, an emotion. You know, whether it's a happy one, whether this one is like, yeah, like I had a bad day, but you know what? I'm thankful to have another one. Like real life,
right?
Like reality, not like what we like to paint. That, oh, we turning up, we having a good time, but you go home and you're miserable.
Right.
You go home and you're not happy. Like,
let's get back to reality. I'm with
reality.
That. I'm
like,
with that.
Yeah, some days I don't fucking like my husband. Some days my kids get on my goddamn nerves. But you know, like, seriously, but that's real. That's reality.
Right.
Like, let's get back to reality. Like, what we're really going through, what we're really experiencing, and putting that out there that people be like, I heard that song and it resonated to me because I go through that, you know, and it not be necessarily negative. It could be something that somebody like, you know what, I heard what she said and, you know, it made me think about something differently. Because I'm a advocate of, it's always another way to look at anything. There's a bad part, look at it, but why? Or could it be looked at this way? Maybe it was this because of this. Like, that's where my mind is. Like, that's how I process things. So that's why I'm never stuck on one thing. I'm like, well, maybe they didn't look at it. Maybe they didn't realize it. You know, we all know, well, she shouldn't have done that, but maybe she shouldn't have. But why? Is there a reason why? Right. There's always something, you know? So I want to make music that resonates with people, that means something, that makes people feel and think. Like, that's what I want to do with my music. Where I'm at now, I can't say that I've been there before, but that's where I am now, you know? And like personal wise, like me and my husband started a business and it's very lucrative, but it's not just about that. Like, we're helping people like with the mental health system and, you know, intellectual disabilities, developmental disabilities. A lot of people get in the business for the money and they do little for the people. Like, they're just doing it, don't take care of their people. They treat them any kind of way. And with our foundation, like, when we get people, we really care for them. Like, we've had a guy we've had for almost 2 years, and he used to tear up our home. Tear it up. Break everything. But we got to a point where he doesn't do it at all. And a lot of times it's you taking time with those people, showing them that you care, like not just writing them off like, oh, he's crazy, he don't know how to give him meds. Like, yes, sometimes you need meds, but sometimes they need structure. Sometimes they need love. Sometimes they need attention. And a lot of people do not do that in that business. They just want the money. And I'm thankful that we have it so that, we can show our children that, you know, it's no knock to college. Like, if you want to do that, do that. But there's other avenues too, and we're setting up something that is a legacy for our family, for our name, for our children. But it's a good thing because we're still helping people, you know, and doing it the right way, the absolute right way. So,
whoa, that's a hell of a legacy to leave.
Listen, prayers to you.
Are we not all inspired or no?
You guys, you know, you are the model of what an artist should be like.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm funding my own shit. I don't need your money.
That's fire.
I'm funding my own shit.
Yes, she's
that's to make it even better. Like, I'm good.
I'll
we got it.
That's a fact.
And I don't want to owe you anything.
Right.
That's what labels they get you. They give you all this money.
Right.
Look, we're gonna talk because we gonna work this out.
But look, listen. I'm proud of you, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it out here on this platform. And I'm praying that you guys continue to shine. You know what I'm saying? God is definitely using you. I feel his spirit. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you speak, you definitely speak with conviction. You know where you're headed.
Last thing, I want to shout out the podcast that I'm a part of. My best friend had this idea. It's WWJD, the podcast.
Right.
And that's another entity too. Like for me, if you're around me and you have a vision and I can help, let's go. I'm going to do it. And our podcast is not just a podcast. It's going to go beyond that, but we're doing community events and all types of great things, like just bringing up this area. Like there's something brewing in this area and not everybody feels it, but it's brewing.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to be a part of it. I'm so excited to see where it goes because Virginia is too much talent here for it to not be a major place for opportunity.
Right.
They film movies and stuff here. There's executives and people who are key people that you don't even know they are here.
That's true.
Right.
There's no reason for that. But I think like with people like you guys, us, like just different people just coming together. How can I help you? You help me. Let's build it. It's brewing. And I'm so excited.
And that's what we do here. We changing the narrative. You know what I'm saying? There's been
but it starts with people just saying, you know what? Let's just do it. Yeah. We're going to work with people.
Yeah,
let's
put
make
your
this
egos
happen,
to the side.
And we're going to keep doing it. Keep
and
doing
everybody
it.
not feeling like it has to be one. It can be many.
Right.
It doesn't have to be one. It could be many. I really want people to understand that it does not have to be one. It could be many in different, in different aspects. Everybody can be a master in their own lane.
But you get further together than you do individually.
Apart.
But you know what? If they need an example of how to get it done, they don't need to see any farther. They can just watch us, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely gonna stay locked in. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We you know, we have an incredible team of people that understand and respect the vision and obviously support. And there's a high level of, you know, like I have faith in people. You know what I'm saying? And someone like you, I definitely have faith in you. So anything that you need me to do, I will never question it because I'm like, okay, that comes with purpose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
that's how we approaching.
Awesome. Well, listen, we got to wrap this up because we've been here for
so
quite a while.
So where can we find you right now? You know
go ahead and shout out those.
You can find me on Instagram, official B Michelle. I do have my website. I haven't released it yet, but I'll let you guys know. It's www.officialbmichelle.com. I'm on Facebook. It's Brittany B Michelle Rosario. That's more like a personal kind of thing, but and then you can find me on YouTube, official B Michelle.
Awesome. Thank you, B Michelle, for coming through.
Thank you guys for having me.
We are so
shout outs to Trust Me Vodka once again.
Yes.
Official sponsor. Let's take a little sip of that.
Eyes get a little bit low.
Right. Yes, we are thankful to be able to, like I said, start the year with you and end the year with you.
Up, yes.
You know what I mean? So much blessings to you. Continue success. We're gonna continue working. Y'all gonna continue to see B Michelle.
Get used to
and
seeing.
guess what? Like we're gonna continue to be outside.
But next year we're definitely going outside. So get your passports ready.
Let's go. Yes.
We done
Dubai
with
is on the
shit.
way. We're just gonna say that. Dubai is on the way.
Yeah.
Dubai's on the way.
Shout out to all my Emirati family.
Let me get myself. Let these
Dubai
people for I not come back.
You look Arabic too. Ain't don't get it twisted. You got the little Arabic vibes.
I'm not coming back.
You look Arabic. You know what I'm saying? You got the Arabic vibes. So I'm just throwing it out there.
But yeah, so we're gonna wrap up our episode 13 with B Michelle. And make sure y'all check her out, her Instagram, her YouTube, her Facebook. We're gonna make sure we drop everything. Excel, Vicky Secrets, Nostalgia TV,
and Trust Me Vodka.
And Trust Me Vodka.
We out of here.
And we out of here.